Hello, my name is John Rose. In this video, I'd like to take a closer look at the comment section of my YouTube channel. Very first thing I want to do is thank everyone for commenting on my YouTube channel. All the thumbs up, thank you. The subscribers, thank you. And I appreciate all the comments, even the negative ones, although I might delete most of those. But especially want to thank those who are doing this and documenting what's happening to them so they can see younger people doing this that aren't overweight. 3 weeks into it, they're still seeing things come out of it. So special thanks to you guys. Now, I also want to emphasize that I really don't have the time to answer all of your questions. Now, what I've been doing and what I continue to do is I try to cover a lot of the key points that some of you say over and over in the follow-up videos. So if you ask a question on one day, make sure and watch the next video the next day or two, because there's a good chance I may address that point. Can't promise I can address everyone, obviously I can't, but I'm going to try to I try my hardest to make this have some sort of flow from one topic to the next. And as you can tell, I ad-lib everything. Everything's off the top of my head, like it is now. I have no idea what I'm going to say, except thanks again, and keep bringing those comments. And keep in mind that what I'm going to be doing in the future, even more so, is instead of typing out answers to each person's question down there, I'm going to try to take some questions and address those in the very next video. I know you guys are wanting me to do videos on what I eat, and you're giving me a lot of suggestions for videos, and thanks. I love it. I haven't done so yet, but I'm going to create a separate file for you guys and have a whole list of all those ideas, because this is what's helping me do a video every day. In fact, many times the video is based on the comment from the day before. So if I hadn't answered any of your questions, you go back and look at when you answered it or asked it, and look at the videos right after it. If you haven't seen them, check those videos out. There's a good chance you're going to go, hey, he did address my question. So I'm not neglecting you guys. In fact, I've read every comment that you've put down. The only problem with me is I don't like to communicate without documenting everything. So it's very time consuming for me to respond to you guys if I type it all out, because then I got to make a hard copy of that. So I want to make sure I know all my correspondence with you guys. And again, that's just real time consuming. So I do it occasionally. I wish I had the extra time to do this with everybody. But to put out a video every day and have to deal with that is already taking so much time away from all the other things I'm doing. And I'm not even talking about now looking at your comments, which is what makes my day. You have no idea how much I love the comment section of my channel. And again, the purpose of this comment section is to help motivate people to realize that what they need to do more than anything else is to take a solid food vacation. That's why virtually every video I do always comes back to this. Why? Because we can address a lot of things that we have to do downstream, but if we're not working upstream at the same time, it's always going to be a distraction. We have to get reconnected. That's number one. Most of us don't understand how important that is, because a lot of us won't accept the fact that cooking our food is a mistake. Whatever deceives men seems to produce a magical enchantment. You're under the hunger spell if you can't accept the damage that cooked food does. If you're going to keep eating grains and cooking it, you're under a spell, my friend. You have no idea what you're missing, and that's the biggest problem most of us have. But with a great comment section that's developing on my channel, we can see that life truly is an illusion, because these people are amazed by what they go through. And yes, a small percentage of people are going to struggle. How do we know if you're going to be one? We don't. That's why we go into everything we do with an open mind, being flexible. And I like to change as fast as our body will allow us, and that makes more sense to me on many levels. In fact, Dean Ornish was on PBS close to a decade ago, and he was saying that the way we look at change in itself has changed. We used to think the little baby step approach, right ready to go, but he goes, no, we know better now. We know that if we can take a quantum leap approach, what happens? We get quantum leap results. Quantum leap motivation. You see? Why do you think I get so excited? Because I know how motivating a solid food vacation is, because I've done it. Over 1,200 days in the last 24 years. I've helped thousands of people. And the vast majority of you guys go through a transformation, if you go long enough, that is beyond description. It's a revelation. There are no words that can describe this. You have to experience it. But with a great comment section, you can see the vast majority of us are feeling better than ever. One of the most interesting comments I get from virtually everyone I talk to, within about 3 days, it doesn't happen immediately for everyone, but usually by the third day, most people go, I feel like a fog just lifted off my brain. My mental clarity is wow. You know, there's a reason why it was required in biblical days to do a water fast for 40 days before you could be allowed to be in an institute of higher learning. Put food in your stomach, what happens to the blood up here in your brain? When you quit putting it down here, man, whoa, it's powerful, powerful, powerful. Most of y'all don't know what you're missing. That's why this is an idea as time has come, because it can transform us so fast. And how do we know it? Because I've got a great comment section down below. I've got great people doing this, supporting me, realizing the big picture, putting our egos aside. It ain't ego anything. This is about humanity. This is about suffering everywhere on this planet. We are failing as the guardians on this planet, God damn it. We got to get our act together. Look at us. Look how many species are dying every day. Look at the abuse we have for animals and children, our elderly. Look what we do in the name of medicine. We poison people to health. This is insane, insane, I tell you. We gotta get our shit together and realize that we play a role. It's gonna take people right now listening to this channel to make a difference. We gotta reach the tipping point, because if we don't, things will never change. We can improve the quality of our lives substantially, but no man is an island. The individual cannot exist without a collective. And what one person does, they literally do to everyone. And that means no one has a right to bring the rest of us down, but look what's happening. The collective masses, the vast majority of people are dragging us down and keeping us in hell. We gotta reach the tipping point. We need the trim tabs out there to make this work. And we're on the verge of doing it. This channel is growing. My subscribers have increased substantially, and I know why. I've got a great message. This is an idea as time has come. I know raw vegan is the answer for the first group of needs. Now we got another group of needs. This is only ideal in an ideal world. And I know how hard that is for most people to wrap their brain around. And it takes too long to get these quantum leap approaches or results for the motivation. That's why there is one thing stronger than all the armies in the world, and it is an idea as time has come. And what is that idea? For you to play your role. If you haven't done so yet, jump on board and do a solid food vacation. If you're not motivated, you got to listen to Dr. Roba. On day 21 of a juice fast, lost 20 pounds, never felt better in his life. Cholesterol's dropped 100 points. Blood pressure normal back when I was in high school. He's in his 50s. Watch the Deborah Duncan show if you haven't seen that yet. Varicose veins gone, bunions gone, gout gone, fibromyalgia gone, athletic endurance to the peak. Telling you guys, for the vast majority of you, when you do this, you're in for a treat.